6 a.m. Yeah, waves were small in Durban today, so it's gonna be interesting. It's the only reason why I'm still here, and that's the only reason why I still smile. And it's the only reason why I even think, the way I sound, the way I do everything, and even the way I move, it's all because of surfing. Like, just like this clay put into this mold, bro, and kind of shape me, you know, like, and yeah, surfing is cool. I am Avo Ndamase from Port St. John's.
Camera's rolling, this camera's rolling, that camera's rolling.
Just talk to me.
Winter is sick in Durban because it's not really much of a winter. The water is 19 degrees. So yeah, AMs are just basically all about the waking up, man.
Avo Ndamase lives to surf. He's an aspiring competitive surfer who doesn't miss a chance to hit Durban's legendary swells.
When it comes to Durban and black surfers, it's like Durban's got more than everywhere else. All around South Africa, black is still a very tiny percentage in surfing. I mean, it's still a thing, man. There's still a saying that goes around, like, black people don't swim, you know, and people still believe that, you know. And I know for a fact a lot of African people are still afraid of the water, man. Like, bro, when people see me with a surfboard, or people's like, you, I can't, like, what the hell, like. It was my mom, man, and like, to be honest, she taught me how to swim. Like, she taught us, both of us, me and my brother, how not to be afraid of the ocean. Like, I remember the first time I actually ever got to backline was with my mom, and that's the best thing she's ever done for me in my whole entire life, man. I remember like that feeling of not even touching the floor, you know. For me, it was not a panic feeling, it was an awesome feeling, man. It felt like I was walking in the air. My mom, that's where it all came from the very root. That's where the seed comes from.
Avo was only 6 years old, and having seen us up close, all he wanted to do was surf, every day. It was only a matter of time before his younger brother got turned on to surfing too and followed him into the ocean.
I know it was a bit stressful for my mom, for sure, I can imagine. And I know for a fact there are days that she was somewhere around watching, and also especially like after the shark attacks started in Port St. John's. Since ever I started swimming and surfing at Second Beach, like, we've never had anything like it. We've never even seen a shark. Like it was always a matter of like a month to 2 months, maybe a little longer of us not surfing, and then eventually, like, everyone knew, like, eventually we'll go back. Like, it's just, I don't know, man, it's just, we're surfers, man, that's what we do.
In 2008, Avo passed up a soccer scholarship after making a competitive surf team. He began training and traveling everywhere, but never missed a chance to get back out on the water with his brother.
He just turned 15 4 days before that. The water is crystal clean, you know, the waves are small. We're surfing on a shallow sandbank, you know, it's like, it's not even a cloud on the sky. And I was not far from him, and I just said something to him, and then he just turned around. Like, he had a good wave, so I was like, oh yeah, that's a sick wave, bro. Like, and then he turned around, paddled back out. And I was about like on waist deep water, and bro, like, he's just chilling on his board, and I just saw him just getting like pulled off the board. It hits you like a train, man, because there's two things. It's either he's playing, which he shouldn't, or it's actually happening. And then he came up, and you could just see like something took him off the board, and it's crazy. And then he tried to jump on the board. Probably that one bite was it, man. Like, I've never seen anything like that in my life. It looked like a bomb, like a blood bomb, blew underwater, bro, and just blood everywhere, man. And I don't know, it's the worst experience of my life, and probably will be the worst ever.
It would take months before Avo could even think about getting back on the water.
I only surf because he did it, man. Like, he's the one and only reason in this whole wide world, bro. You know, he was like my best friend, man. He was a surf partner. We surfed every day together, bro, all day when we can.
Eventually, Avo moved to Durban and found an extended surf family that quickly took him in.
Where are we going now?
We here at Surfers Not Street Children Surf House. Yeah, as stickers tell. So yeah, basically this is where like everyone lives.
He's a different character. He's come into Durban, and rather than coming from Port St John's, and rather than sort of settling into the background, he's become sort of a prominent character in the surfing community, and we love him to bits. He's become a volunteer at Surfers Not Street Children, and he became part of the family.
Thank you, Ms. Ford, for the 18. How about that for the lady?
People have a wrong idea of why kids end up on the streets, and for me personally, it's just, they're surfers, not street children, man. So that's why I kind of like wanted to even hang out more, because the guys rip.
Nervous?
Nah, never, bro. Oh, stoked for sure. The competition is gonna be fun. Today it's gonna be sick being on the beach with a lot of friends. It only gets better, bro, and that's been a good thing. Durban's been pretty good to me.
There's two types of surfer. There's a contest surfer. There's also what we call a free surfer. So Avo's hope is really as a free surfer.
It's nice wearing a wetsuit.
And so that's combining his good surfing, but also at the same time his character. Unfortunately, he's got a very rich character.
Run, Avo. Hi, boys.
Here we go, this is Avo.
My goal for surfing, man, is just to see surfing at a better place in South Africa. It's also like one of my future plans. I want to build a few camps, like a skate camp in Port St John's, and a couple of other little surf schools along the Transkei. It's hard, but it's discipline, and discipline for me, it's number one. Like, if it wasn't for discipline, I wouldn't even surf still. So, bro, there's nothing better than surfing the whole wide world. I don't care what you think about your sport. There's nothing better than surfing. Like, surfing is number one.